Hi guys, I am here on a visit with my two sons, and my sons like to do yoga with me, especially this one right here, Elijah, who is almost 4. Isaiah, he likes more of the karate and dancing and that type of stuff, but he has done lots of yoga in the past. And I have a yoga video on right now. It's with Kassandra, and she is doing it for promoting healing in people's lives. Not too long ago, my youngest daughter, who's 11, asked about yoga, and she said, hey, you should do some more yoga. The one that I did about just my experience in different poses and working through things like my breathing and releasing tension in my muscles, and just how it is so similar to our daily walk, our spiritual walk that we're in, and how often we can forget to breathe through things. So that means we're disconnected from the life force. And so bringing everything back to the heart, the open heart, and being aware of the present moment is really what's important. So I wanted to come on here. This is for Shayana and anyone else who is on their healing journey right now, CPS moms and dads, and anyone else who is right now experiencing any type of, low vibrations, dense emotions, and struggling with different thoughts and just belief systems that are binding you. This can help you in healing. So I wanted to come on here, and that is my little one who likes to be a clown sometimes. We're going to sit back and we're going to do our yoga now. So right now we're just relaxing and getting centered. We're focusing on any sensations, any thoughts that are passing, anything that we are sensing in our bodies, being aware of that, and just letting them go, letting them pass by. Okay, cleansing breath. Couple more.
Mommy, it fell. Elisha dropped it.
Elijah, let's stay back from the video, okay? We're just doing yoga right now, okay?
Thank you, Isaiah. Down.
So you guys can do any of these that you want, because you've done some of these and you're really good at them. So what I've explained in the past is that I have had a lot of tension in my hips all of my life. And we need to accept where we are and then breathe through it, and we will see our body will start to release these different types of energy in our body that are stored up, that are trapped. And doing this, repetition is key.
I give myself permission to heal inside.
I give myself permission to heal inside and out is what Kassandra is saying. It's an affirmation. We need to be able to speak these affirmations as we are focusing on surrendering those things that are no longer serving us, and healing the deep trauma that we've experienced in our lives, letting go of our stories.
Your experience. Just let yourself be in it. I give myself permission to heal inside and out.
I give myself permission to heal inside and out. Now when Elijah and Isaiah do this, sometimes they stretch even further down than me. So it'd be cool if they do end up joining in. Ah, thank you for the lovin's. Reminds me of gymnastics when we used to have our partners come behind us, our gymnastics partners, and they would push us down. This isn't like that. That was what it was like when Elijah was just on me. But this is more about our bodies, just allowing them in gravity to do the work for us. But yeah, in gymnastics there was resistance and there was pushing and there was all of that going on, and I just remember feeling different emotions and having different thoughts in the midst of the pain that I was experiencing in these poses, in the stretches that we did. We used to put mats on top of our legs to do splits, and I will say it never did work. I never did get more flexible. Do you guys want part of the mat? Because I can move the mat down.
No.
Your hands in. Breathe slowly here. Feel into every.
We're not going to cover the camera up right now.
As you unwrap and fold.
So everything is done very slowly and with the breath.
Use your hands to
With the breath.
Breathing, making sure that we breathe, because that is something we automatically do, but when we stop and we focus on the breath, which is the life force, which is the energy that we're breathing in, its source, energy, then it helps us to come out of survival mode, and it helps to heal this trauma. So she's doing some stretches that are really difficult for me because of my hips. Like, this is totally locked, and it's been since I was a gymnast. Her leg is all the way down on her ankle right now. Can you do it, Isaiah? I want to see how far you can go. Can you show me? I'll scoot back a little bit. Come on. Oh. You sit on that. So put one leg there. Yeah. Oh, and look it. If you get in here a little bit more. So see how, yeah, go ahead and put your leg down where you were. So he had his leg, see how his goes down? And see where mine is? So then now her next step is seriously to lean forward, and she's folded over her leg. So yoga is something, Yin Yoga is something, good job Isaiah, that I have been working on, and as I go, yeah, just go really slow. As I've been working on this, I have been, like, I can tell everything relaxes, and then when I come back the next time, I'm actually further along than I was before, which is awesome. Here, move forward a little bit. But still, some of these poses I have not gotten to the point like her, and this is not about comparing ourselves, it's just kind of seeing where we're at. But I was not able to even sit anywhere near this before. And I used to get really frustrated with where I was, and I started to look at it as, you know, where I am with, you know, trying to move forward in my life and restore my family, and the struggle that I, you know, experience inside with these emotions and thoughts, and that continue to take me hostage. And that's why yoga is really helpful for me, because it is so similar. And so I had to give myself permission to be right where I am, because we are right where we're supposed to be, and we're learning, and it's a process. So this is where I am. I'm sitting up while she's like leaning completely forward, and as you saw Isaiah a second ago, he was sitting there and able to move forward. And you know, I like to see him in those places where he's able to, you know, stretch and breathe through different things in his life, because each of us is on our own journeys, and we can learn when we're young to do this stuff. It's so much more helpful. I wish I had known about this stuff during my gymnastics years and everything else. I'm going to connect a video to this one. Hopefully my phone will let me. And it will be little Elijah doing some yoga this morning. Before I started mine.
Way before you started.
So I feel it right here in my hip, and I feel it in my knee down here the most. A little bit over in this hip and in this knee. So that is kind of what I'm sensing. And normally in yoga, you're just very quiet and centered. So some of the time I'm just not going to say very much, especially if you guys are doing this with me at this time. Isaiah and Elijah, we're not doing that right now. We'll do that later, okay? Elijah? Mindfully come out of that position. And it's always good to kind of move around and do what you need to. Interesting, I felt it in this hip, but this is, right here, the meridian line. Coming down the outer thigh is definitely feeling it right now. So now I'm going to do the other side because you want to equally work both sides of your body.
Anything's possible.
And anything is possible.
And then you
And you'll be rotating a little bit more over towards your left foot and your right leg.
So I thank you guys for joining. I probably won't do this entire yoga video unless people come on and are interested and wanting to see it. A lot of these videos, what I'm doing is I'm making them to document just my journey and my growth and to inspire others and encourage you guys in your growth journey. When other people have been where you are and you see their own journey and how far they've come, it can help you to withstand and go through some of the most painful moments and to transcend out of that, to know we don't have to be in pain and suffering anymore. It's a choice that we can come out of. And sometimes it's hard to see that we do have choices in the matter and that it is a choice to be in that dark place. But we can choose the light, or we can choose the center path. You want to do this side and try it? I'm surprised you guys aren't doing any stretching or yoga positions.
Number one.
Oh, there you go. Here, I'll scoot back. There we go. Nice job. Wow. You're right. That is basically how she is on there. Where I mostly feel this, it's again in my knee. It's not allowing me. And you feel it in your hip. And then, like, that's where I get kind of blocked and stuck. Ooh, nice. And so these blockages are something I'm going to continue to work through. Elijah, your brother's trying to do some yoga stretches. Let him do his, just like he let you do yours this morning. Huh? You like doing yoga. Good job, Isaiah. That was really good.
I don't need you. Did I do it?
Yes,
Did I
you
do
did.
just like her mom?
You did. Very good.
Oh, and Elijah loves apples.
And strawberries. And you love pears and watermelon and pineapples
And movies.
and smoothies. Orange juice,
Apple
raspberries, blackberries.
Healthy ice cream that we make. Apple
We
juice.
make banana ice cream
Apple juice.
with berries
Apple
and
juice.
almond milk.
And apple juice.
Chocolate
chips.
Sometimes you put chocolate chips in the ice cream.
Apple juice.
And you like apple juice and grape juice. Boy, that one was.
And some cookies. I can't believe I did it. Cookies too. Cookies.
Mostly.
Cookies too. Cookies too, Mom. Cookies.
Yeah, we make healthy cookies. I like our banana 3-ingredient cookies.
And Mom.
All right, you guys. So that was the first one. So now we are going to do our straddle stretches. Inside this meridian line is really good for the bladder, kidneys.
Super straight. And if you feel that you're falling backwards a lot, you might want to boost yourself up, sitting
Good
on
job.
blankets or pillow so that you can tilt your pelvis forward and start to initiate your forward fold from here.
So just allow yourself to go down into a stretch.
Look.
Oh, good job. You can grab the back of your feet too if you have little kiddos with you, and they can do their own stretches. Can you stretch forward?
And you can do this.
What?
And you can do this, Mom. And you can
Forward
do this.
like her.
And you can do this.
And you can do that too. Like just how you were, just stretch forward.
And you can.
I don't think I can do it.
No, not all the way down. Only as far as you can go.
I see my current circumstances as opportunities to grow. You just feel and
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I know.
internally repeating the affirmation. Noticing what it triggers for you physically, mentally, and emotionally.
I have to take a break. Right, and Mom. Ow. Oh, this is my message. Charging. And what?
Just
The
linger.
report is yours. You told me. Oh, no.
So the thought basically that she gave was, an affirmation of what I'm going through currently is helping me to grow. Alexa, hold on. What I'm going through is helping me to grow. Go outside of the mirror, or the camera there. Thank you.
And apples. And them apples. Got my leg.
When we realize that everything that we're going through is helping us to move forward and to rise up, like the phoenix rising out of the ashes, having a new perspective that all of this is here to grow us and help us out and to live our life purpose. And also to come out of these low, dense emotions and these self-defeating thoughts that have been keeping us in a place of creating karma in our lives. And when we raise out of that into a conscious way of living, then we don't experience and create this karma anymore, because we come from a place of love. And that's what I want to the message I want to give to those who, hold on Elijah, are in places where they can influence others, and CPS, caseworkers, supervisors, judges, attorneys, different people working in the system, contracting with these corporations, you need to realize that you are responsible for what you do and what you create and co-create in this world. And we need to come together to be focusing on solutions and helping people to be united, helping families to be united and to heal and to have love. This is not about condemnation and judgment for life, for families. And you know, I think each of us, we can look at it and be able to see ourselves in someone else's shoes and have that compassion for them, knowing that what would it have been like had I been removed from my family, or my mom and dad had been removed from theirs, or anything like that, or if your own offspring have been taken from you. So we are all one, and it affects all of us when certain things happen in our lives. We'll turn on songs later. Right now we're doing some yoga moves. Okay?
You can pull your right knee in towards your belly.
Alright.
And
You're going to lay down. I did this earlier. You want to come on this side over here?
where you stay, reaching your right arm out to the
Here,
side.
move over.
Or if you can, use your
Move
right
around
hand
this side.
to hold on
Then you can be in the camera.
pull onto that foot so that you're getting a bit of a quad stretch. So I'm trying to stack my right hip over
So I mentioned in some videos that I had a
right shoulder
lower
down,
spine crack when I was in gymnastics. And I, during this fruit fast that I'm now on day 16, I am experiencing different sensations in different areas of my body that need healing, because anything in our body that has been stored up will surface when you are fasting, doing deep fasts, because it needs to be healed, regenerated, and released.
I now free myself from destructive fears and doubts.
Tell me in my ear. Don't tell them about your eyes.
You tell
I
him.
now free myself
No, you tell him.
from
No, you.
destructive
Go ahead.
fears and doubts.
Isaiah wants to tell you something about my eyes.
They used to be green, and she's been eating fruit so much.
Here, come over here so they can hear you. Come
Her
here, come right over here.
eyes used to
Right
be
there.
green, but since she's been eating like fruit and stuff, they are turning blue.
Isn't that cool? Like his beautiful eyes. Why don't you put your eyes up to the camera so that people can see your beautiful eyes? I don't know if you guys can see, but he has beautiful blue eyes, and Elijah has beautiful brown eyes. But everyone's been watching my eyes change. I used to have a lot of brown in my eye, huh?
Yeah. And a lot of green.
And a lot of green.
And a lot of brown.
Basically, I used to describe my eyes on different documents as hazel. You have beautiful brown eyes, huh? Like Alice Shay and Alex, and then Shay Anna has my colored eyes, which will one day turn blue. Could one day turn blue.
And hopefully they will.
And we want to keep yours blue. Beautiful blue.
My favorite color is blue and black. This blue.
I like blue too.
Black is my second favorite.
Black goes with everything.
Because that's also Shay's favorite color, black.
Carefully release the hold of your left foot. Straighten the legs and roll to the back. It might feel good just to pause in Shavasana, or maybe to draw your knees towards your belly.
She is.
Just feel into what you
I
need.
don't know what they're doing today. So I wanted to talk a little bit.
And can I invite you a beach when they go?
Sometime, yep. Sometime we'll go
And
to the
there's
beach.
a bee right out the window.
Maybe just hanging out in this twist with
Yes,
your left
nature,
arm
getting
to
out in
the
nature
side.
is so important. There's been a ton of hummingbirds around.
With your left hand.
Because we have the hummingbird
Your
plant.
left shoulder down so that your chest is facing up
They
towards the
love
sky.
the
And this is
hummingbird.
the tension of opposites. Your legs are moving away from
We don't know what
each
they're called, but we call them hummingbird plants.
other. And on this side,
The fuchsias?
internally
They call
repeat,
them
The ones that look,
Fuchsias. They love the fuchsias.
yeah.
through the
Here
healing
at Grandma and
process.
Grandpa's.
I am gentle
We
with
still have a
myself
big bush up
through the
there,
healing
but
process.
we also have some in the back because we also have the plants in the back.
So I think the affirmation that she gave is I am gentle and patient with myself. It's at least something like that. But we need to love ourselves awake. We need to be patient with ourselves. Be compassionate, just like we would hopefully treat others. That's how we want to be with ourselves. You know, we've been living in these old patterns and different lifestyles that have been, just we've been indoctrinated to live in, and different personalities and characteristics, different masks that everyone's been wearing, facades, and this has been our life for me. I'm 41,
And we
for a very, hold on baby, for a very long time, and so, we've got to be able to accept ourselves and give ourselves time to release everything and really take the time out to listen to that still small voice inside of our hearts that has been speaking to us all along, but we just haven't been able to hear it because of our own chattering of our voices. But a lot of times it's other people's chattering and the different types of pressures and, expectations, identities, rules that we've been put in, and we've got to be able to release these. We are divine spirits. That is who we are.
And we made a garden in our backyard.
Yes. A beautiful garden and I'm so glad I was able to be a part of it. We was able to come over and you can tell them what's in there because I did a video on it.
But no blood.
There was,
And no slugs because we do slug hunts, huh?
yeah,
But we don't kill them, we transport them. Go ahead, Isaiah.
well, when we first started, it was just all rocks, dirt,
Let go.
and bushes. We got those out very quick. Then we started on there, and then one day Grandma and me started like
See if there's
a line of plants, and then we got follow.
You want to come closer to the
I'm
camera?
trying to.
And then Grandpa
I'm
made a big net around it, and it's finally done.
side to side.
And I lost 2 teeth.
Noticing
Can
how
we
you
do-
feel in your body.
You can show them your teeth if you want.
Into Shavasana.
Well, you can't really show them your teeth because you lost them, but you know what I mean.
Really
Show
get
them your spaces.
comfortable here. So you can settle.
Oh.
No tension. Just a full
Ah, I was gonna kiss you. Yeah. Mwah.
tension.
This is Shavasana, and this is a good way to do Shavasana.
Heal.
Loving someone and having them love you back. Gotta eat it up whenever we can.
Affirmation.
Aw, thank you. Aw.
My mind, body,
Well,
and
that's
spirit
when I'm in
are in
necklace.
perfect harmony.
And everybody has superpowers.
Body.
We all have superpowers. And where do we unlock them at?
Heart.
In our hearts, our open hearts. We gotta open that bad boy up.
The good boy.
The good boy up. You're right, that's a better way to put it. Good boys and good girls up. Wake up. Wake up. Allow our souls to take the driver's seat. Let the ego and all that stuff go.
And we should eat healthy
What's the highest energy food on the planet?
fruit.
Fruit is. You're
And
right. And do we eat fruit with other food?
No.
No. How about watermelon? Do we eat melons with other food?
No.
No, not even other fruits.
And the best fruit.
Sometimes you get a little frustrated, don't you, when you have to wait to eat something else after you eat fruit, don't you? But you know it's the best thing for your stomach to be able to really digest things.
And the best fruit for you is grapes.
Yes, that's the highest energy food on the planet. Yes.
But other fruits are still good for you.
Yeah, we'll check the watermelon and see if it's good.
We should eat these new watermelon.
Ah, thank you.
And I'm making power stars.
New power stars.
Red, blue, and yellow.
And what have we been focusing on with you? Have we been focusing on letting light guide you or darkness?
Light.
And what happens when sometimes you get frustrated and the darkness starts to, you get different emotions and feelings? Because we talk about light and dark because your movies talk about light and dark a lot, don't they? Like good guys and bad guys. And what do you do when that type of stuff happens?
To take the steps.
Does it help you to go outside to play? To change out of that when you're feeling kind of down? Do you remember when we went on that walk and you were feeling down and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm so glad, this was so much fun. And remember we found salamanders and all that stuff? So sometimes just getting out in nature and changing our environment, most of the time that's what helps us.
And butterflies.
And to not be thinking about things that, you know, bring us down.
Butterflies.
And I think we'll maybe show a video on our salamander walk.
Yeah.
And
I actually found one because there's a little sand dune at
Oh, we're supposed to be sitting up.
There's a little sand dune at our house, and we go to it, and it's super fun, and that's where we found the salamander.
Namaste.
So she just did an, yes, and it's very fun.
Mommy,
Very
you're
fun.
done.
So she just did an om, and it, you touch your tongue to the top of your mouth when you do that om, and say namaste. I'm glad that you guys joined us. This is all about healing. Right now is the time to be healing. If you don't see what's going on in this world, and then I'm not sure what to say, but there is a lot that we have the power to do at this time, and we need to come together, and each of us has the power to do so much in our individual lives. Elijah, come here a sec. And in our families, whether we are together or not, whether we're able to just visit, you know, from time to time, or we're actually, you know, have those blessings returned to us and restored. Whatever we have at this time, let's focus on those things and let everything move us towards our higher and highest potentials and being the light, the divine love and light that we are. I love you guys. Thanks for joining. Namaste.
And I'm watermelon.
Namaste.
Namaste. Bye, guys.